Like many African countries, the message of Islam came to Nigeria about 1300 years ago, during the reign of Umar ibn al-Khattab, when Uqba ibn Nafi' was appointed the leader of the Muslims in North Africa.
It is on record for those who know that Islam came to Nigeria sometimes after about 6-7 years with the death of the Prophet himself, sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Ìtàn dá wa padà ó pé ní Islam ó wọ ìlú Nigeria lásìkò àwọn tábìín.
I would say Islam has been around here long before the idea of Nigeria was ever consummated.
Uqba ibn Nafi' òun ló mú Islam wọ West Africa. Ara kó Muslim West Africa ó dé ìlú Hausa. Ǹjẹ́ Uqba ibn Nafi' yẹn ǹjẹ́ tábìín ni àbí sahaba? Èyí tó fẹsẹ̀ nílẹ̀ jù nínú ìtàn ni pé Uqba ibn Nafi' laysa bi sahabiyyin, kì í ṣe sahabi.
Uqba opened many trade routes, one of which was the Trans-Saharan route that links Tripoli, Libya to Kanem,
the region of Lake Chad.
It is a long history that we have trans-Saharan trade between Arab countries and some part of Nigerian cities.
Through this route, Muslim traders from North Africa had access to Kanemi Bornu markets, where they adhered people to Islam with a simplicity of life and honesty in business transactions.
Every caravan was followed by different kind of people, learned scholars of Quran, Hadith, Fiqh. This was the system of Islam.
Definitely, traveling was a factor. People moving about from one locality to another, and then Muslims will have to move about with their deen.
So every trader who was a Muslim took Islam with him wherever he went.
And they came with something very important out of what they have learned from Islam. That is amana, trust.
All what they stand for is the truth and nothing but the truth.
And they were, I would say, the only civilized set of people that one could see at that time.
Wherever they settled, they practiced their religion to the admiration of their host.
The locals, the Africans, found the Muslims very striking. Whenever it is time for prayer, no matter what was happening, they went to pray.
It wasn't long before a handful accepted Islam.
You could see people who were trying to pray, and then you saw that it was different from what we were doing before. It encouraged some people to be able to accept it.
I mean, it was just by conviction that people embraced this Islam from them.
And this was how it all began.
While it remains unknown the exact period Islam came into the region known today as southern Nigeria, what is certain is that Malian traders around the 15th century settled in major towns, one of which was the old Oyo Empire, and Islam referred to by the locals as Esi Mali, meaning religion of the Malian people, was birthed.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
A Muslim at that time had a distinct way of worship. When you see someone call adhan, recite the Quran, bow, and it would attract some interest. Not only that, Muslims were the only ones that were reading.
Remember that it was not just trade they brought a body of knowledge, they brought education, they brought also civilization, which they perceived to be superior and which they readily accepted.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah.
Fascinated by its attendant sophistication, other Yoruba towns like Ede, Iwo, Ilesha, the Ilorin, the Igbak and the Jebu kingdom soon embraced the religion, and by the 17th century, several Islamic injunctions had been institutionalized into traditional systems.
So people largely embraced it to the extent that Islam eventually became the culture of so many societies, which cannot be said of any other faith.
The Arabic language was used to record business transactions, local council proceedings, etc.
As far back as then, 700 years ago, they were recording the proceedings of the courts, writing judgments, keeping local government records, keeping financial records in Arabic. Remarkable. Very, very remarkable. These people did not travel to Arab land, not to Arabia. And those people who brought Islam were not Arabs.